for.
Yeah, we're here now.
Yeah.
So the usual suspects: Brian Trusty, myself, JT, got Mark Pollock, and Stephen Barron, and
The A-team.
the A-team.
The A-team has come.
Here's our environment. Mark, I think you finished up. What was the weight on your pack?
I think it's 45.
45. Yeah,
Full
44.
water, not too bad.
Stephen was right around 40. He was low 40s. I was 46. And Brian's coming in at the heavyweight, 58.
My entire wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
Right. And the small Asian boy to serve it.
Yeah.
Is that politically correct? I don't
No,
know.
I mean, is he from Asia? And is he small? So yeah, here's what we got going on. So we'll check in a few. We'll probably check in at the start up here as well. So here we are at the start of the trail. I believe that's Square Top Mountain up over there. It's about 1:45, just a little after. Pretty warm, sunny as you can see.
Destination?
Just say we're out for 7 days. It's too complicated to list it all.
Mute all.
Nice and warm, and we are going to be on our way. 7 days out in the backcountry. We'll check in a few. Our first look up canyon. Our first look at Green River Lakes. And yeah, kind of warm, which might be nice when we want to take a swim later on this week. So,
Just for your blog, JT?
oh, it's just for when I'm too old and decrepit
What's
to
the
do
name of
these
your
type
blog?
things. No, I don't have a blog.
Oh, you will.
Oh,
By we're gonna come up with a perfect name for this trip.
Everybody's in good spirits, it sounds like. Looking up canyon, or down canyon, I should say, at the green, heading down. So, yeah, we'll just be getting video from time and again. So, up the canyon we go. See you in a few. Beautiful water. Gotta love it. Coming out. Not a bad start to the hike. We're almost 2 miles in. Not quite done with the first Green River Lakes, but it's kind of warm, not gonna lie. Just means that the water's gonna feel that much nicer when we get in it. But got some people canoeing around. Quite the beautiful view. A light breeze is helping out. So yeah, quite nice. So we're at the end of the first Green River Lakes and we come to this huge meadow. We just crossed a bridge. It's a pretty substantial bridge. It was like fairly new. It was nice since we didn't have to put our water shoes on and take our boots off or anything, so that was very nice. But we're about 2.5 miles from the trailhead, so we'll probably take a break around the 3-mile mark. So we'll do a check-in with everybody when we take our first break. So we'll check in a few. Yes. So just a smidge over 3 miles. Decided to take a little break. Got this nice bridge here. Of course, we're not going to be crossing. Oh wow, we got salmon down here, man. Check this out, red salmon. Holy mac! Wow, that is awesome. They're probably foot and a half long. Quite a few of them down in there. So,
Beautiful, man.
Well, given their color, they are right at the end of their spawn.
right? Oh, Steven, take your pack off and everything. We're gonna
yeah.
take a rest. Oh, yeah. So, beautiful little spot, 3 miles in. Take a little rest and continue on.
They look like koi.
Right? That's what I thought at first. I was like, those aren't koi. Those aren't koi. Those are salmon. I'm gonna wash my face off and get in that water, see what it feels like. I know that. We'll check in a few. And then here is our first view of Upper Green River Lakes with Square Top
Not too shabby.
looking over us. Yeah.
Not too
Not
shabby.
a bad view, if I say so myself. We'll check in a few.
God, that's just-
Quite an interesting backdrop we have here. The lake behind me, and then these rock bands here, and then up canyon. Really, really pretty. The river's starting to get green, starting to claim its namesake. It's about almost 4:30, almost 5 miles in. So pretty. Check in a few. So here we got Square Top,
Yeah.
just getting
What do we know what the name of that thing is to the right?
the spire. I'd have to look at the map. I would, you know,
Looks very
sometimes you
spire.
think that things that should be named, but they're not. It's kind of interesting, but I can definitely look it up. But you can see behind us and ahead of us, everything is just beautiful. There's Steven bringing it up. So
Square top looks a little like Devil's Tower.
right? Well, another Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Check in a few. Getting our first view up canyon. Oh, I'm just talking to the camera. That's kind of going away from our angle right now, but straight ahead, it was pretty impressive. Sheer walls. So that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow up there. No, I typically climb by myself. I used to have a climbing buddy, but he's too flaky, so. So this is what we were greeted to this morning. It's about a little after 9. The sun finally came around for us. The view was absolutely gorgeous. There's that little spire up there. That was one of the first things that we could notice getting sun. There is also some type of stream or something coming down that valley where the spire is, just to the right of Square Top. Kept us company all night with a nice little rumble. But as you can see, this great little camp over here. The sun's coming down on us. I think I saw 22 degrees this morning.
Yeah, it's a $35 monthly subscription.
And Brian's got his communication device attached to his hip now. He's like, I like this thing.
It's
I love
soon
it.
going to be intravenously connected.
Mark, how did you describe your clothing options for sleeping?
A clothing optional.
Or no, it was,
clothing
you know,
options,
what you
like
did was
That's why he's buying
just enough. It was just
That's
enough.
why I have to have my own tent right here. It's clothing optional in this tent. This tent's the hippie tent.
Yeah, that was discovered on a previous camping trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody stayed fairly warm. Stephen wore everything he had, so he stayed warm. So that's okay, as long as we stayed warm. And I believe you described your choice of undergarments just enough.
Barely warm enough.
Just
barely warm enough. We got 2,000 feet of altitude left, and I don't know. It's going to be not warm enough.
Yeah.
I fear not warm enough. I'm going to have to layer up.
I have like 7 hand warmers.
So yeah.
Okay, good.
So this is the start of day 2. Beautiful, beautiful day. So we'll pack up and check in before we hit the trail. So here we are, the beginning of day 2. Hold on, let's get a little. How's everybody feeling?
Get that in the back.
Yeah, come on over here. You guys need to circle in and over here.
Yeah, yep.
That'll get us.
Day 2.
Day
Day
2.
two.
We're starting it up. How everybody's feeling good?
Still
Good.
like each other?
Yeah.
Can't see us.
No, that's okay. It's 360 everything.
360?
Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
See?
Everything.
So you
It
see
gets
what,
that-
I'm,
it
see
gets
what I'm
it
doing
all.
there?
Yeah, I can zoom up on that. All right,
All
guys.
right, we're ready to hit it.
Let's
Day
hit
2.
it. We'll check in later.
Day 2.
It's really, really pretty in here. We dive into these little protected spots. We have the river just off to my right over there, and it's meandering back and forth of this beautiful, beautiful color. But you can see how we're in this little bit more of a dense section here because of the windstorm. Earlier this week, there's tons of trees like this down, which aren't too bad, but you know, nice breaking up the pace, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But beautiful, beautiful area. Check in a few. Our first little stop for day 1. We're about a little over 2 miles in. Just figured we'd take a little stop, enjoy the view, and just have a little snack and what have you. So we've got the east side of Square Top way up there, you can see, and then we can look up canyon. We got the Green River with this green hue to it, which gives it its name, I imagine. And then they got the guys over there resting, about prepping to get going again. So we'll go another 2 or 3 miles and have a proper lunch and a proper break. We'll check in with you in a few. Little crossing we had to navigate. Mark is just coming across the easy way. Luckily we didn't have to pull our shoes off or anything. I'll give you a look at it. Mark is making his way. Amazing view. We'll check in a few. Oh, we have to make sure Mark gets across here. Woo-hoo! Yes! Nice, yeah, I saw that. Nice work. Second in a few. Might be our first good look of the drainage. Oh no, we can't see it. We saw it earlier. It's not this one that's in frame. It is a different one. So, but this is our backdrop. This is where we're hanging out at. Having a good old time. I'll check in a few. Here we are. Got this beautiful footbridge to take us across the green way up here. It's kind of funny because it's like sometimes just kind of slow and meandering, and then other times it's quite a bit bigger like this. I mean, there's times where we thought it was quite a bit smaller. But yeah, maybe it's just the way it looks at times. So beautiful times, beautiful times. Check in a few. So listening to the boys coming out of here, should have a pretty spectacular view. Pretty spectacular view here. Oh, they were not kidding. Yes, this little boulder field we're going through, and up to the north side of the slope here, northeast side, I guess, is a beautiful structure. So pretty. Yeah. So we're almost at the 5 mile mark. We're gonna take a nice long break at 5 miles. So yeah, take it in. Quite amazing. We'll check in a few. Here we are at the bottom of Three Forks Park, and it's off to my left here, but they have the trail is up in this grove of pine trees, and it is just really pretty with the sun shining through and the shadows at times. But also the trail is nice and even and soft, so really pretty. And you probably can't see very well, but through the trees we have these enormous peaks off to my left that are peering through the trees at us. So they're quite amazing for sure. There's a good shot of one right up there, but I'll be able to get for you. So yeah, really pretty. About to stop for a long break for lunch, so check in a few. So you figure out why they call it the Green River. Some pretty impressive peaks around us. Looking down canyon, ooh, man, that's impressive. Check in a few.
Long sleeves. Sit in the air.
So you said you saw him live doing that?
No, I saw him on his YouTube thing. Yeah, a replay of it though. So here we are. What we do? 8.5 miles today, gentlemen.
Yep.
Eight and a half
I felt
miles.
like it.
It's currently.
Feel like every bit of it.
Yeah. Our last little bit was a 800 foot climb that was quite hefty. So we got some hungry boys here. They wasted no time getting dinner made or whatever.
Look at this. Take a 360 shot of that.
Oh, let's get up in there. Boom. Oh, yeah, ramen. Ramen.
Digging your style.
So we're
I just kind of said, oh.
Well, this was trail.
Sounds good.
I didn't try any of these recipes before.
Yeah.
Did you actually find them?
So we're up here at Trail Creek Park is where we're at. And you can see around here. Beautiful little stream we got here. Supposedly not supposed to be so cold tonight. You see our camp setup. Not a bad little camp setup for us. So yeah, we're in it. So we'll see what happens for tomorrow. So I might check in a little later with if things look really pretty or what have you. If not, we'll just check in tomorrow. Catch you later. So here we are, start of day 3. This was our camp. Nice spot around here. Mark decided to go get a BM in before we started hiking. So we're gonna have about 3 miles up to a lake past Vista Pass before we take our first break. So we'll check in from time to time. All right, feeling good, Mark?
Does it matter?
Well, I mean, we kind of care about you think.
Good enough, man. Good enough.
Right
Ready
on.
to rock.
Today's gonna be a tough
Ready
day.
to get this one over with.
We need to go slow and just take our time.
I'm just gonna look for the goat stall. Rinse
There
some
you go,
goats.
raise some
Right,
goats
or
up at the
goat
goat
vendor.
stall, yeah? Or the
Goat-
horse vendor up there to take you up on a horse.
I'll take horses. Goats.
You know what? I
Well,
wouldn't.
you know what? I'll even take jackasses at this point.
You already have 3.
You got 3 of us. Right on. We'll check in a few. Going to be a beautiful day. It really is gorgeous this morning. I mean, I'm only like 2 tenths away from the trail or the camp, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful trees, crazy peaks around us, and this beautiful inviting trail for us to go up. So yeah, today's gonna be a day, so I'll be checking in hopefully quite a bit. Hopefully there's less trees to cross. So just thought I'd show you this beautiful spot. Check in a few. So we're about 1 1/3 miles away from camp, and we're leaving that really rich, dense forest a little bit. We're starting to see bigger slabs of rock like you see here. So we were slowly heading up out of the tree line, so there's gonna be fewer trees and what have you. So just wanted to catch this transition point. So we'll check in a few.
We should possibly take a break near with water.
Well, there's going to be water when we start heading back uphill.
Oh, there will.
There's a creek. Here we are. Basically Vista Pass here. There's a little bit of a climb to get up here. Let's see here. Just shy of 800 feet. We're right at 10,000 feet right now. So, yeah. And then we will be continuing on and dropping into this next drainage up here. So hoping to get some video of. Oh, we got some pretty impressive peaks right there. I'm not sure what those are. Yeah, I mean, there's another one coming into view. These things are all over the place. I mean, so much so that some of them aren't even named. You would think something so prominent would be named, but maybe they've been named since the USGS survey was done, but they're not named on any of those maps. So, yeah, as you can see, quite amazing surrounding. Here we go. We'll get a nice shot of the mountains right here, and then down. Oh yeah, the lake. Got a little lake here. Yeah, so pretty. Just all over the place. Just amazingly beautiful. Mark keeps saying it's like out of a postcard. It's so beautiful. I'll probably agree to that. That seems an appropriate observation of given our current surroundings. Just wanted to give you guys a shot of what we got going on here. Yeah, how about that? How about that? That's a pretty good view. Yeah, buddy. All right, I'll check in a few. So it looks like we're going to get our first view of the other side of Vista Pass and possibly some other important features or just a really grand view. But anyways, we're going to be that lake back there. By the way, it was Vista Pass Lake that I just took the last video from. So yeah, this is what the type of view we're being treated with today. I would argue quite a dramatic landscape that we're lucky enough to go traversing around through. So yeah, you can see we're going to start making our way down off Vista Pass, and there's a creek down here. There's a crossing, and we're going to stop there and take a break. That'll be nice. Be about 2 miles in, I guess, maybe a little more. So yeah, I better put this away before I trip and fall. Say hey, Steven.
Hey.
Right on.
Hey.
We'll check in a few. I just want to give a quick update. We're about 2.4 miles into our day. It's a real hassle. You know, there's a lot of down trees from that windstorm that happened a week ago today, and it just adds that little extra bit of challenge to the trail. I mean, the trail is, as we were saying, it's kind of challenging enough, but then you throw in having to mess around with these trees, just takes that much more. But we had talked about we'll be above the tree line here shortly, and is that a good thing or a bad thing? We won't necessarily have to deal with fallen trees, but then we don't have a whole lot of shade either. So I'm hoping that a light breeze and the cooler temperatures at the higher elevation will thwart any negative effects of no shade that we've had earlier in the trip. So we'll check in a few. So you can see here, we're starting to get higher up out of and past the tree line in this crazy canyon we're hiking up. We're going to be going up that way up there. We'll be crossing the creek here, I guess, in a little bit. I can see the trail. Maybe they rerouted the trail, but we need some creek time. Take a little bit up here in just a bit. So we'll check in a few. So here we are, taking a little break, about 2.6 miles in. We are just about to start the ascent for Cube Rock Pass, which is up through there. But nice little stream to get some water to go up on. And then a really nice view to keep us company while we do all of it. So we'll check in a few. Take it in. So here we are, heading up Cube Rock Pass. We're in this quite sizable boulder field. You can see up canyon, we got a little bit of a glacier, and I think the Cube Rock Pass is actually to the left. You can't see it. I don't think that one straight ahead of us is what we're going with, but it might be. So, and you can see down canyon where we were, came all the way up that. So, yep, quite amazing. So our plan is to go up and over Cube Rock down to Peak Lake and have a nice long break for lunch and take the boots off and everything. So that's the plan. I'll check in a few. So here we are. We're roughly, I would imagine, about halfway up Cube Rock Pass. Been going up, so you can see the trail down there, down canyon, and then behind me you can see what appears to be the pass. You're just getting the first little glimpse of it, but you can see the trail. We had to navigate this boulder field. Bananas. There are just humongous boulders in here. So yeah, the pass is up and to just the left of that opening. You can't really see it that well, but yeah. So we're heading on up, slowly but surely. We'll check in a few. It's been this crazy boulder field we had to go through. I mean, it lightened up a little bit, but it's still in the rocks, so uneven, steep, quite testing. But I think Cube Rock Pass is just over my shoulder here, off that way. Really close, but I wanted to take a moment to get a shot. You can see the guys down in there making their way up. Mark's rightfully so taking his time. So yeah, I just wanted to check in. We're about just shy of 4 miles for the day. We were going to go up to Peak Lake and have our break, but I think we need to stop up here at the pass. So we'll stop up here and we'll check in with you guys in a few. Later. And just like that, here we are. I want to say this is around 10:03 or 10:04. Was that what it was? Yeah. No, we're at. Yeah. Oh, so. Yeah, I wanted to say it was 700 feet from where we were. We were about 10, 9 something. So, anyway, we're up here. It was quite a little jaunt to get this far. Kind of steep, technical hiking with all the rocks, but doable. It was doable. It wasn't necessarily impossible, but it wasn't like a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. But you just took your time, didn't think about the height too much or what have you, and go at your own pace. Yeah, able to get it. So I'll turn the camera back on at that high point. No reason to hike around with it on a steep uphill like that. So here we are at Cube Rock Pass. I believe this is Dale Lake. It's kind of hard on the map. It shows a bigger portion, a smaller portion, and that's what I see here. It's hard for me to judge how big and how small they are. So I doubt there's another lake on the other side there, but maybe, because I don't know. But so we're at 10:07. I'm basically standing here probably about 10:08. So it's not even above 11,000 yet, and we've got to go up to, I want to say 12.4, 12.3, 12.4. So that means there's still pretty big climb ahead of us. So we shall see. Let's put one foot in front of another. We're about 4 miles in, so hopefully that's true to the map as well, because I only planned 8 miles, and hopefully we're not going to do more. So, and it's about 2 o'clock, so we're probably going to take a big break here. So I'll check in with you later. Dang nice. That is for sure. A lot of work getting up here. But wow, check that out. I just noticed that. That is a frozen waterfall over there. Wow. A frozen waterfall. That is pretty cool. A lot of work. So went up about 1,700 feet today so far. So just a little over 10.6. 2 hours and 40 minutes to get here. Just over 4 miles, according to Watch. We'll see if that tracks with the phone. Hopefully so. So yeah, anyways, just wanted to show you guys what was going on. Not a bad view. See you soon. So here we go. This will be our last look of Dale Lake at Cube Rock Pass. And as we continue off over where Steven's at, you see him over there, we will get our first glimpse of Summit Lake. And also you'll see Shannon Pass off to, well, he'll come into view here in just a bit. It looks like we've got Mount Solitude, I think, peeking out from the rocks right over there. But yeah, pretty crazy place. About 10.7 up here, and yeah, here we go. Get to see our first look. Oh, see if we can. I don't know where it's at. It's supposed to be somewhere down there. And it looked like it was a semi-sizable lake, so it's something that should definitely be able to see when we come around over here. Maybe I just started the filming a bit too soon. But check that out. That's Lake Solitude. That is gargantuan. Absolutely gargantuan. So maybe get a view of Summit Lake around here. Ah, there we go. Just starting to see it. Just starting to see it. Yep, it is quite sizable. And so our original plan was to go up straight ahead to Knapsack Col, but that's not going to happen. So we're going to spend the night here at Summit Lake, not Summit Lake, Peak Lake, sorry. This is Peak Lake. We'll spend the night here, then we'll go up over Shannon Pass. So we'll be cutting some of it off, but the hike will not be done by any stretch of the imagination. So we will, there we go. There we go. Quite amazing. We'll check in a few. So yeah, here we are. You can see Cube Rock Pass right over there, and then up there is Shannon Pass, I want to say, if I remember correctly. It's looks like a little bit of a scramble in one spot, so it should be interesting tomorrow. So I don't know if we're gonna get a really good glimpse of it, but we might get a glimpse of the pass. Something has been poking out over there, and I didn't know if it was gonna be our pass right there, but maybe once we get down a little further where Brian's at, we'll have a better look at the pass. I think that's it, but we'll see. I'll check in a few. So here's our camp for the evening. I'm gonna go and hike up to the upper lake up there, just to check it out. It's only like 5 o'clock, so we got some time. So the trail's pretty interesting. It goes over that scree field right over there, and then it dips really, really close to the water. Basically, you're on the water and then up. So I'm gonna head up and check out the upper lake and what have you, just for fun. I also want to see the col, or the pass itself. So, oh, and that's Stroud Mountain, not Solitude. Stroud, like 12-2, I think is what it is. So, all right, I'll check in a few. Got our first view of the little lower lake up here for Peak Lake. Peak Lake's the big one. And it has this little lower lake down below it before the stream carries. Oh, actually, no, yeah, the stream carries it off. It goes down. So for some reason, I thought it went up. I get confused sometimes. So, yeah. Oh, and there's the pass. Finally get to see it. That would have been it. We would have hiked up there. That would have taken quite a while. Check in another few. You can see here how the upper lake is draining down this lower pond, and then we'll continue even further down the canyon. Nice little babbling brook. Really pretty. Not too noisy. And then there's that scree field. I'm going to go up and around. So I'll check in when I get on that scree field and show you camp in that direction. So here I am on the scree field, and you know, looking at it from the other side, you're just like, oh my gosh, I have to do all that boulder hopping because it's so gnarly over there. And while that still might be the case here in a bit, so far the trail has been kind of just beat in, so no real boulder hopping, but you can see kind of what's going on here, hiking on rocks, whatnot. So hopefully it stays this way. Did notice a little bit of a descent from the other side, kind of loose and ball bearing-ish, but we'll see how well that goes. That takes us down. I'll probably turn the camera on again before that, just to show you guys. I'll check in a few. So yeah, it got a little thin back there, a little thinner than normal, and now you can see right here how it goes down to the water. So I mean, it goes right next to that water. So I'll just make my way down there and around. It's like only 4/10 of a mile from our camp over to here. So I'll continue on and check in periodically. Alrighty. So yeah, I'd say coming down that is, you need to be really careful coming down that. It could catch you off guard and cause a little bit of a problem. So yeah, and then here we go. We got the little choke point right down to the water. The water is absolutely gorgeous. If you can see in it, it just goes deeper and deeper. So I'll check in a few. Yeah, the trail has this, comes to this nice little stream here. It's really pretty looking. There's the lake down there. Yeah, not a bad view, right? Very peaceful. It's a crazy feature up there. Wow. Alright, I'll check into a few. Well, here we are. There's this little body of water that shows up on the map above Peak Lake, and trail proper kind of ends at the end of this little section here. So, but you can see Knapsack. Well, I mean, Knapsack Cole's on the other side, so I'm assuming, I guess I could justify saying that it's Knapsack Pass. Of course, that's not how it's labeled, but yeah, it was about 8/10 of a mile over to here. So yeah, glad I came over to take a look up here. It's really pretty, and that would definitely have been an ordeal getting up that. That would have taken a while. So, all right, I think we'll hike back and call it an evening. Just hang out. We'll check in with you guys in a few tomorrow morning, most likely. Peace. Yeah, not too bad. See you in the morning.